Everyone, this is Chris with CR Game Room. I'm about to play a match with Patrick. It's for the Golden Age 2 team takedown. Patrick has some really good teams. He has a Manticore team, and he also has that's the Manticore team. He also has the half elf bard. How much I hate thee. But I've got my super regular teams. Should be fun. So let's just jump right into it. All right, Patrick. So,
Christofferson.
Yes. How do you want to roll to see who goes first?
Action or energy, sir?
I will. Yeah. Okay. I'll take action.
Oop. Hey, I got an action.
All right.
Does that mean I get to go first? But I have to choose first?
Yeah, go ahead and choose.
Oop. Bolts for days.
You're going to play your Manticore team. All right.
Ways. I'm going to sing this song right now.
All right.
Before I beat you, blam kapow.
Oh
that was a good song.
Oh my god. All right, and so you're going to be playing your Manticore team.
Indeed, a Rooney.
All right, so let me see. I'm going to play my King Black Bolt team.
Gasp.
It's what I play first. All
right. You brought me a resurrection.
Yes, I did. Brought it mostly for me, though. I guess I have to share it with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else is part of that team? Oh, Merlin. Oh, that's so good. Okay. All right. I guess I'll go first.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
And to you, sir. And to you. Whee! What do I got here? I got none of these. I'll keep the question mark. Why do I want a question mark? I really don't. I definitely do not. You know what I think I'm going to do?
What's that?
No, I can't even do that. I'll buy a Shriek.
All right.
Actually, I want a Shriek. Black Bolt is by Globals, right?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll buy a Shriek.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And actually, whenever he's the global abilities are action dice, that's when he.
Oh, action dice count as well. Okay. Yeah. And it's targeted, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's an interesting.
Okay. So field that, turn that into lightning bolt, and I'm going to purchase Katana and put her in the field at level 1.
Sweet, sounds good. I'll keep that sidekick. Reroll these two. Why do I get question marks? Why can't I roll a damn shield? I'll spend this to a bolt. I will I'll buy another Shriek.
All right.
And then I'll Pyro Global.
So you're just okay. Yeah.
Hey, look, I have my own resurrection. It is fueled by bolts. Nope. Your turn.
Not exactly resurrection, but it does.
Well, I mean, it's Crave Food and Water, actually.
Yeah,
but
it
has a chance to give me bolts.
And it gets the things in the field or in the bag.
Yeah, and it helps me kill you. So you know that too.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm going to buy Nowhere. And then I'm going to Riz.
Hey, Chris, just a question.
What's that?
Why didn't you just buy Black Bolt?
Oh, yeah, I could have, couldn't I?
All right, my turn?
Yeah, it's just get him in the field. So that's really...
Yeah, sure.
It's very awkward actually getting the roll for the...
Yeah.
I think that's the third time I've ever done that, and I've played this team quite a lot.
I think I saw you do it last time you tried to play that team.
Yeah. That's one of the other times, and then at the WKO I did it.
Oh, what is this?
You got lots of points.
What is this nonsense? I guess I really should do that thing. Really should do the thing. I don't want to do the thing, but I should do the thing. I'll Pyro Global.
Oh, I forgot to put the... All right.
Nope. I will bolt your Katana. Did you hear me?
Yeah, with what?
But this is Magic Missile.
Oh, it's always so different. All right, so she's KO'd. All right.
Listen, you got to be good to get that one.
Oh my gosh, calm down.
I'm gonna pass the turn to you. Go ahead.
All right. All right, there. All right. All right. Alright, I'm going to field Katana. I'm going to Nowhere Katana out for King Black Bolt. I knew that was level 1. And... then I'm going to purchase a Shriek.
Sure.
And then I'm going to Res.
Okay. I will ping your Black Bolt and your Sidekick. And I take 2.
Yep. Oh, I forgot to start the time. I'll take 10 minutes.
Yeah. There we go. I will field Shriek, field a Sidekick, name King Black Bolt.
All right.
I will resurrect and spin this down to a bolt. And pass the turn to you.
All right. 2 in the back.
Hey guys, I have a timer going.
Okay.
Yeah,
What are you at?
I got one going too.
Oh, I thought you said you forgot to start one. My bad.
All right. Your turn, sir.
So. Neat. All right. All right, I'm going to field King Black Bolt.
Sure.
Then I'm going to pay to field Shriek.
Yep.
Naming Manticore.
Okay.
Then I'm going to buy Yanti.
Sure.
Then I'm going to res. All right.
Okay.
And did it off camera. All right. And then pass turn to you.
I'll kill off King Black Bolt.
All right. And King Black Bolt is blanked right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My turn?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's what I like to see. I will pay 1 to resurrect.
All right.
And then I will pass priority to you.
Pass back.
Your turn.
All right. All right.
Gotta make up for all those turns where I missed res earlier, or like missed ramp earlier.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Fielding. Fielding. Spinning down. Field her on level 3.
Sure.
Going to buy Cosmic Cube.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to resurrect.
Sounds good. I'm gonna Star Labs twice.
All right.
My turn?
Yes, sir.
Oop. Nope. I want to re-roll these fists.
All right.
Ha ha ha. C-Max. Resurrect. Spin this guy down. The bolt.
All right.
Pass priority.
All right. Pass back.
Your turn.
All right. 4 in the back.
Yep.
No, I want to keep that. All right. So what I'm wanting to do is field.
Uh-huh.
Going to buy a Cosmic Cube.
Uh-huh.
Going to resurrect.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to pass priority.
Star Labs.
All right.
My turn.
Yes, sir.
So bad. Draw 4. All sidekicks. Of course you do.
He came up though.
He came up level 1 though,
which
is annoying.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will field all the sidekicks in the world plus that guy for a fist. I will spin this one down to a bolt just in case. And I will pass priority to you, sir.
All right. So he basically blanks everything that's 2 or less, right?
Yeah, but not nowhere or cube.
Yeah. This is Yanti.
So Manticore is no longer blanked. Yanti doesn't have a tune, and you can't buy katanas to put them in the field.
Okay, so Shriek gets blanked? I thought it was 2 cost.
No, it's 3 costs, sir.
Oh, that's stupid. All right. That's really stupid. All right.
Yeah. That's why I didn't have to bring other things to back up my Shriek. I just had to bring him.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pay Cosmic Cube.
Okay.
Play it again.
Uh-huh.
Spin down to a lightning bolt.
Sure.
God, if that just come up as a mask. Huh. Okay. I'm going to hit Shriek on your side.
Okay. Shriek takes 1 damage.
Why does she take 1 damage?
What does Cosmic Cube say?
Whenever an action die or character ability. Oh, that sucks. All right, never mind. That's stupid. So it doesn't increase
Globals? No.
Yeah, that sucks. All right.
Ugh. I was like, oh man, what's he doing? Because before your reroll, you could have done 15 to me. Or
Really?
not 15. Maybe it was only 12.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a bunch.
I thought it was going to be more with this, so.
Yeah, you needed the extra 2 bolts from that other cube.
Yeah. Let me see. I can't get rid of zombie mags right now.
Nope.
Okay. Then I'm going to Nowhere King Black Bolt.
Sure.
For Merlin.
Yeah.
And he's a 3/2. And
okay.
That really still doesn't do anything. Pass priority.
Pyro Global?
Huh?
Pyro Global?
All right.
Pass back.
All right. Going to attack with Merlin.
Okay, Bishop. Or Blink Transmutation.
All right. All right. Oh, man. Kind of serves its purpose for it to be on my team, but with my backup win condition, it doesn't. So
I'm aware.
All right. All right, your
My
turn.
turn?
Yeah.
Actually, I will ping your psychic. Then I will pass and draw 1, fill the bag, draw 3 more. The reroll.
So I just can't use Katana's ability, but I can still purchase her, correct?
Yeah, you can still buy her. You just can't impulse.
Okay.
All right. I will pay a fist to field Shriek at level 3.
Uh-huh.
And then I will spin this guy down to a bolt.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will...
Are you still going to be naming King Black Bolt?
Yes, I'm going to continue to name King Black Bolt, seeing
right.
as most of the rest of your team is dead. I will... buy a Chewinga for 1. Pass to you.
All right. Pass back.
End turn.
All right. All right. So nothing in my bag. All right. Oh, every other time it doesn't want to come up.
Well, I mean, now you have enough to ping off one of my Shrieks.
Yeah, but that's useless. All right.
You could, like, Star Labs a bunch of times this turn.
I'm going to ping out... no, I don't want to do that, actually. I'm going to buy Katana.
Okay.
Then I'm going to nowhere Katana out from there for King Black Bolt.
Sure.
And then I'm going to resurrect.
Okay.
Pass priority.
I will. What's in your bag? 1 cube.
I can show you if you'd like.
No, that's fine. I will. Yeah, I'll go ahead and ping off Merlin.
All right.
My turn?
Yes, sir.
Draw 1. Fill my bag. Draw 3 more. Fist. I'll re-roll this fist.
All right.
Hey, came up a sidekick. Here, these guys are level 1. I'll buy 2 chewingos.
All right.
Pass to you.
Pass back, and I assume you're passing turn, correct?
Correct.
All right.
You didn't even want to ping off one of my sidekicks?
No, it's just going to help you ramp.
Okay.
I know it makes sense to knock it off, but I feel like it's just going to help you at this point.
All them bolts.
Yeah.
You can ping off all the shrieks.
Or the zombie mags.
And a shriek.
Yeah.
Or 2 shriek. Well, or the big shriek. If you
the big shriek.
Really though, what does zombie mags do to you? I mean, besides stop you from
doing anything?
Stop you from blinking a character I haven't even purchased yet.
Yeah, but it also keeps my Yanti from doing anything.
Oh, okay. Sure. It's like 4 damage. Maybe.
Yeah. Let's see.
Actually, I guess it's more than that because you have cube.
Yeah. All right, got it to come up. Spin this down to a lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to knock out zombie mags.
It's only 3.
He's only 3? I thought he was 4. Okay.
Nah, he's only 3.
All right.
You could keep that sidekick if you want.
Oh, thanks.
Fine.
All right.
You already really did bad math earlier, so I'll let this one slide.
All right.
Because my die is hard to read.
Yeah, it is incredibly hard.
Oh, actually, sorry. You're gonna ping off Z-Max?
Yeah.
I'll pay 1 to use the deflection global and prevent 1. So now you can spin that sidekick down. And then I'll pay 1 more and prevent that too.
You're such a jerk.
That's why I brought it on the team.
Yeah.
Oh, the energy I save to ramp with can prevent you from pinging off my control pieces? Sure.
Yeah. What global are you using to prevent that?
Deflection.
Oh.
It's pay 1, prevent 1 damage to a character.
Pay 1 shield, though, right?
Yeah. But
and you had a question mark and a shield. Yeah, I understand. That sucks.
Yeah, it's like my team planned for it. I don't know. I get so much stuff I don't want pinged off, but I need magic missiles, so it's one of those catch-22s.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna pass you priority, and this cosmic cube's just gonna go to waste.
Sounds good.
All right. This is gonna turn into the whole entire Saturday night game where we're just blinking each other and preventing. Granted, you're about to do some damage if you can do the things.
None of the things are being done right now.
Yeah.
Spin this guy to a bolt. I will actually don't spin that guy to a bolt. Spin this guy to buy this guy.
All right.
Pass to you.
All right.
Oh, I spent the wrong thing. I spin that guy to do it.
All right. Sure. All right. One in the bag, and all this grossness is going in here. So really, with Shriek, I should have blinked your zombie mags.
Yes, but the minute I had 3 bolts, she would have been KO'd, and then she would have been blanked for eternity.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
That looks like fielding costs and ramp.
Fielding costs and what?
Ramp.
Yeah. Just wish it was something else. All right, yeah, I'm going to field him on his top side.
Yeah.
And I'm going to res.
Mm-hmm.
And save this. Pass priority. Enter.
All right, I will. Star Labs to prep 1.
All
right. And then draw these 4. If I can't buy a Manticore this turn, I don't know what's.
You've had lots of opportunity to buy Manticore.
No, this is opportunities to buy Manticore, sir.
Oh, it has to be perfect for Patrick.
These are all true statements. I'm going to spin this guy down to a mask.
You would.
And then I will buy a Manticore.
All right.
And then I will pass to you.
Going to KO my sidekick.
Ooh, okay. I'm actually going to Pyro Global.
All right.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
I will.
Cry?
Nah. I will Pyro Global. And then Pyro Global again.
It's going to be a long... And as soon as you get him in the bag, you're going to stop doing it, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. Pyro Global.
How many sidekicks you got in the bag?
Just the one.
And you know that one is going to be so annoying. Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because
right
now I'll pay 1 to draw this one and hopefully not Manticore, who will bolts again.
And it doesn't matter.
All right.
All right.
And then I have exactly 5 dice in my bag, so I will resurrect.
Sure you don't want to do the Pyro Global again?
I am sure that I want to kill your Yanti.
All right.
My turn?
Yes, sir.
Right? Or was that my turn?
No, that was my turn. I passed you priority, and you did the
Okay.
whole entire Pyro Manticore thing where you take forever to pass back.
All right. Actually, I had 6 dice in bag, so I still might not even draw Manticore, damn it. All right, I got him.
Will he roll? If you roll, it's basically, yeah, it's pretty much game over.
I still got a lot of psychics in circulation.
Star Labs Global's going to take care of that. Oh wait, no.
I've got one. I got one in bag, which is annoying.
Yeah.
I will pay this fist to field the Manticore at level 2. Level 2.
What's his defense?
5.
Ugh, that's the worst.
And then I will pass priority to you.
All right. Oh, it's finally my turn after like 30 minutes. Okay.
I mean, it was your turn just a minute ago. My turn was really fast.
Oh my god. All right. I got all the terrible things.
But they're all really good things if you can get 5 bolts to kill my Shrieks with.
And looky there.
Sweet. What are you going to do after those 5 bolts?
Oh, I'm KOing Manticore.
King Black Bolt can't actually KO Manticore, can he?
You got Magic Missile.
Oh, okay. Okay, whatever you're doing, do it.
Just do it, Frenchie. All right, I'm going to field the sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, can I re-roll real quick before I do that?
You already did re-roll. Oh, no, I guess you didn't.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
go ahead.
All right, thank you. I don't care what anyone says, Patrick. You're just an all-around good guy.
Thanks.
I can't do the thing that I wanted to do.
That's what she said.
That is indeed what she said. So this is going to be kind of an awkward turn, but I'm going to... How many things... Hold on, let me see what you have. Oh, you have 1 shield. But I can spin down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I will knock out your Manticore. And you're going to prevent 1, so I'm paying 6 to do it.
Well, you only have to pay 5, because you get to notice if I don't knock it out. So I'll let you knock it out.
All right.
Because you can, and it's not going to hurt me. And I wasn't going to kill you this turn anyways without being able to ramp. So.
Yeah. Well, I'd much rather him not be on the high side. Or on the 2 side.
That's his level 2 side. It's 5 at level 3 and 4 at level 2.
Yeah, still. Let me see. And I will pass priority.
I will Star Labs.
All right. And what does it take to Star Labs? Is it question mark and
shield and bolt?
Shield and bolt. All right. So I'll go ahead and pass turn then.
I will. I'll just ping some stuff. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to ping my stuff, so. Draw 1. Whoop, that's 4, not 3. Draw 3.
All right, come on, Manticore, don't roll.
I like that. I like that. I do not like that. That's fine. He did not roll.
All
right. I'll field a sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
I will. resurrect.
All right.
And I will pass to you.
All right. All right. So 3 in the bag.
What's the match timer at right now, Chris?
33 minutes.
Expired, right?
Yeah, till it expires.
No.
What?
Oh, okay. We've been playing this game for 45 minutes?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, just checking.
Congratulations.
Okay.
You're almost past the original game from Saturday.
All right. Okay.
That's a 4-2, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I'm going to field, and I'm going to field him at level 2.
Uh-huh.
Pass priority.
I'll use 2 bolts to ping off Merlin.
All right. You would. All right. Pass the turn, because that was what I was going to do.
I will pay a bolt to Pyro Global.
All right.
I'll pay another bolt to Pyro Global. Oh, hey, I get to keep that one. I'll pay 1 more bolt to Pyro Global.
I hope it comes up. Oh, you got exactly what you wanted. Kind of. That's exactly what you wanted, so you're good.
This goes back in the bag.
And I don't
I will ping off your shriek.
All right.
My turn?
Yeah.
Draw 3. Fill the bag. Draw 1 more. Oh, it's just one of those things.
Hello.
I will.
It is working.
Buy a spot.
I'm assuming this is working. I'm going to start talking.
Pass to you.
Hey, everybody. We can see the chat, Laurier. They cannot see the chat. Unless they can. I suppose they could. If they wanted to see the chat. Why, Laurier, do you have some super good strategy tips?
No one else has as many bolts as I do, sir.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
It's like you could almost use the Pyro Global.
I see what you're trying to do. I see it.
So it looks like Patrick's doubled up his shriek on the King Black Bolt. So Chris has just gone for an alternate strategy of trying to swing Merlins through.
Wait, are you doing it through the commentary or through the group call?
To Discord.
Okay.
If we do it through the commentary, through the Hangouts, they'll be able to hear it. Then I'm meant to hear
I was thinking there's a channel on the Discord that has commentary booth.
Oh, no, I think this works. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure why Patrick has not bought a second Manticore. My guess would be that he wants to keep Chris's field quite lean, so kill his Merlins with bolts and his Shrieks with bolts.
And that might be it's relevant, but it's not.
Okay. So I'm going to Chris.
Ben, how's your internet holding up?
This should be fine. I just don't have a table, so we're gonna play very roughly
On the bed?
on the bed.
I have a water bed then.
It's gonna be interesting.
Hang out.
So while the match was going, I was experiencing some audio quality on my headphones. So I didn't really. Can you walk us through, Ben,
What's been
what the
happening?
best strategy is here for Chris for this situation?
I have no idea what the situation is. Well, I think Patrick's doubled up his Shriek usage on Chris, and is basically waiting until he can set up his Manticore. And Chris, I don't know why he didn't attack with that Merlin. Has gone basically, he's pivoted and has gone for his Merlin to be swinging through rather than his King Black Bolt. I think for Patrick, he just has to wait until he gets Manticore back round. While thinning out his field with sidekicks.
Well, Patrick's definitely in the favorable position. The wall-up strategy is preferred, so he can just get the pure Chwinga rolls.
Then I'll ping one of your
Trigger.
and then
My one sidekick?
Trigger, sorry. Pyro Global.
yes, and then I will Pyro.
So the biggest deterrent for Chris currently is that his Merlin, even on its largest side, is at a 3 defense, which is very easy to handle for Patrick because of his Magic Missile Global.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Chris still has to force him to be doing that, right?
Yeah, no, he definitely should be pressuring Shadow to use up those bolts. If anything, he's forcing Shadow to reroll preferring the bolts over stuff like Shield, which would save his own characters like Shriek or Manticore from a Magic Missile Global.
I mean, it seems like Chris isn't doing as good a job as Patrick is at getting his bag really lean. Because, I mean, both teams have lots of bolts available to them. Chris is
I don't know if Chris is aware of that, though.
So Chris needs to be also thinning his field, I would guess.
It's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
frustrating for you because he came up as double shields.
But I agree with you on the fact that he should be doing the same strategy. Chris should, merely to thin out his bag. But I don't think he's aware of that quite yet, or he hasn't moved to do so.
No.
I think he's more concerned with what's on the field and trying to mitigate the amount of control there, or at least try to get rid of the Manticore while he can.
Yes, sorry, yes.
I mean, what looks serious from Chris's point of view is the fact that he hasn't done enough damage early game with that King Black Bolt. Because that King Black Bolt is very much a rush kind of quick team.
Yeah, it's supposed to go off as early as turn 3, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And the fact that he hasn't probably suggests that Patrick is in a favorable position, although Patrick did just miss his zombie Magneto. And that will
That's
probably...
big. That is big.
Well, it means that Chris has a chance of fielding Shriek, although he doesn't get Shriek, so it's not that ideal.
He's a force of twisting the field.
I'm not sure what that action is.
That's a nowhere that he has. So, I mean, he could try to nowhere another Marlin in. sort of continue to push those attacks.
I mean, otherwise he's not getting any damage in.
So I'm going to do 4 damage.
I'll pay 1 to spin down and prevent it.
You're spinning down on your opponent's turn? Oh, on that thing. Okay. And I'll do another lightning bolt.
I'll prevent that one.
Then I'll spin this to a lightning bolt and knock it out completely.
Okay.
The problem Chris has is that Patrick sort of goes off on his turn. So anything Chris does
draw 2. My bag.
Yeah.
slows him down.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's wise on Patrick's part to be doing it during Chris's turn whenever he passes priority, so it stops anything that may or may not happen during the attack. And it
because
forces Chris to
traditional
act.
conception is that
I will pyro again.
it's better to save the bolts and do it on your opponent's turn, right? So then you have a turn where you don't have stuff.
Pyro roll again for 3 dice.
What's Patrick trying to roll bolts for?
I'll ping out your King Black Bolt.
No, yeah.
Okay, so here I think here's
That
the
should
he's
be
setting up
good.
for the swing.
Yeah, for the swing.
My turn.
Good. What do we call this match? Do we call this the Dirtle Fest?
Fill the bag.
Well, he's gonna need 7 more attack.
At this point.
Nope, I just need zombie mags to land on a side that does damage.
He needs 7 attack.
Like that one.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, building costs are gonna get him though.
Which wings
Yes.
at level 1 get to get +1?
No, they don't. These are the ones that have to attack if they're not level 1.
He needs those.
So I mean, he's got enough there, doesn't he?
If he can field them.
So I have. I'm gonna spin this.
He can spin down. Yeah, he has to spin down a sidekick in order to
Field
field.
Window, but I can field both of these. Level 3, level 2.
And that's just 20.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I think that's
11,
exactly 20.
12, 13, 14, and 6 is 20. Switch.
Alright, so exactly.
Exactly. Paul.
Alright.
Closed still.
That was ridiculous.
Gentlemen, you have now surpassed the match that we had on Saturday as far as match length for the Golden Age 2 Team Takedown tournament.
That's cool. I'm gonna hurry so I can get a full win. Oh, why am I sorting my dice? These guys just rolled good. Just get out of here! Go! Get away!
Alright.
I don't know if you're changing teams or not, but I'm ready to go. You choose.
Yeah, you're going to Bard in prison like a jerk.
Hey.
I still think Chris has a better time with this matchup as King Black Bolt because he can kind of be at the gate.
Yes, but Oracle Elf Thief definitely slows down King Black Bolt. We'll see if it's enough, I guess.
Honestly, I don't see either of my teams playing against your team. I'm just gonna give you the victory because you are gonna have it, and I don't want to have it draw out any more than it already has. So.
Oh, what?
Dude,
No, boo.
we're gonna put this recording up on the internet.
Boo.
Back to people.
Boo. Chris,
Are
play.
you sure about that,
I
Chris?
don't
Chris,
have a chance
play.
against him,
If
and
you just
Chris,
win
play.
the next match,
You gotta play it out. You gotta play it out, man. We'll never know.
I understand. I understand that, but I didn't want to play the Bard team against either one of my teams. I was trying to get a win. This one, granted, I didn't.
No, Chris, you need to play.
most of the time. But yeah, I mean, I can play it out, but it's gonna be really, really rough. I'll stick with this team because I think it actually has a better chance.
Okay, that's the better attitude about it, at least.
I'll go
you're
first.
first. All right, go for it.
Garbage if you don't play.
Hopefully, I have that good first turn like I did last time. Not like that. Not really. That's better.
Okay, so he can buy the katana here.
Katana. And you don't have magic missile now, do you?
Nope.
Alright. But you have that stupid in prison.
Do indeed have a prison.
Oh man,
So-
this is gonna be.
Chris here's gonna have to work on the traditional bag control, which means that he's gonna buy either or he's gonna go nowhere next turn and then resurrection.
Yeah, on my previous
So I mean,
team, on the WKO team instead of Yanti, I just ran a little bit smoother.
Yeah, I mean, Chris still has a legit chance against this bard. This bard team in particular, without Professor X, is
I will
reasonably slow for Patrick. He does have the Blackbird Global to protect against the Agent Venom Global, which could be a big thing.
yeah, it's all about Chris timing it to where he blanks the Blackbird Global before he needs to go off, and Patrick's got to make sure he stays ahead of that. It's kind of like a chess match right now as far as like moves and how many moves ahead you want to be in using that SR-71 Global. Right, so he can get the nowhere here and go ahead and do some bag control here and ramp.
He can't res.
He can spin down the. He can spin down the
No,
sidekick.
Patrick turned off res.
Oh, that is smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to buy.
He has no other way of ramping, does he?
Mm-hmm.
I assume Chris doesn't realize.
Sounds good.
Okay, so he's going to Blackbird. So now it comes the game where you always have to have an extra energy to Blackbird the Blackbird.
I will
For Chris.
buy a ring of
Yeah, but that
magnetism
works in
and
Patrick's
resurrect.
favor, right? Because
Oh, yeah.
Chris is wasting energy every time.
So, Patrick and I talked about it whenever we were testing, and with, Blackbird, everybody seems to have an idea that it's, as long as your opponent's using it, you're never in, wow, he gets it. Okay, this just turned into an interesting game here.
Well, the other problem that Chris has is now if Patrick gets his Wonder Ring online, there isn't that much Chris can do.
Come on.
If I was Chris, I would have just spent that energy on doing damage.
Started early damage, just like you said. Was started early damage and then Blackbird. Yeah, see, he didn't Blackbird, so he's already fallen behind.
Yeah, but then what's Patrick going to Blackbird?
I have ring of magnetism.
Just like last game, what Chris needs to do is just thin his field and then be swinging through with Merlins. Don't worry about Cosmic Cube
I will feel the side
so much.
I will pay a bolt.
I still like keeping up the King Black Bolt pressure because, I mean, it does effectively...
I know, but he can't now.
I love her.
It always gets redirected, right?
Yeah, he can't target his King Black Bolt.
So anything goes to her, correct?
Anything that targets a character goes to her. So if somehow you can trigger Black Bolt without targeting him, then you can still do the 1 damage to him.
But you are right. I mean, he has a chance to know where the Merlin...
The only way to make that effective, really, is to get a bunch of your psychics in the field.
Agent Venom. Per se, correct? Unless it goes right to her.
It goes to her. And then I choose whether I get to...
So actually, what Chris's options are here are Shriek. And then, because Shriek can effectively blank.
I don't think that's what...
Because
Chris isn't the control team here. I know, but Chris isn't the control team here. There's no sense in trying to out-control a Bard team. Your best bet is to beat him before he can beat you. That's why I've done the King Black Bolt damage early and then just start swimming with Merlin.
Yeah, but I think his nowhere has to target the Wonder Ring.
It does, but then Patrick gets to redirect it if he wants. I mean, the nowhere does nothing for him now. Yeah, so I would be buying Merlins.
Straight up.
Just
I think that's what you have to do. I mean, what else does he do? Katanas swing. Imprisoned. Buy all his imprisons, maybe.
Actually, buying the Imprison here seems like a better bet.
Unless, of course,
Especially
you
since
bought
Imprison
passive,
doesn't
you
target,
target
and
passive,
Wonder Girl
but
has a
passive
fielding of
would
001, right?
opponent's care.
No,
Yeah.
011.
We're getting into some weird stuff, man.
Maybe 012.
Yeah. Did I mention
Cassie's
that I
quite
heard so much
expensive to
I
field.
can't win on her?
Yeah, you did do that, and okay.
Hmm.
So I'm going to build sidekick,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to katana.
Okay.
Then I'm going to resurrect.
Sure. Attacks or my turn?
Needs to be pressing the
That's
attack.
priority, and
Yep.
I mean, honestly, Shadow's gonna let King Black Bolt through. I might as well be doing it. Might as well be
Yep.
pushing those attacks.
Yeah, well, the worst thing that happens is he lets it through. That's damage. He blocks it. I mean,
I will.
I don't
buy
see
an
what a
Imprison
katana in the field does for
and
Chris, really.
resurrect.
I thought he was. I was just assuming he was going to use that to attack, and if they traded, then that's even better for Chris because that's extra ramp.
And it clears Patrick's field, which is more
Sure.
barred
okay.
powers.
Right. So I mean, if I was Chris here, just like you said before, I'd be moving the aggro route. So that nowhere does nothing essentially.
Well, no, because Patrick still has to make a decision, right?
How much is in prison?
4.
Ross is quite the fanboy, I see.
Chris should be keeping those sidekicks.
Yeah, I mean, he's prioritizing that imprisoned, which I mean, now it seems like it's kind of too little, too late.
That's still fine. He still has time.
What color die are you
I'm
using?
good. Purple.
Purple. All right. I'm gonna switch these out over here.
Sure. I mean, it's purple and gray. So.
All right. And pass priority.
Sure.
Are you passing back?
For everybody watching, welcome to the stream. We're on game 2. First game was a bit of a dirtle fest with the Manticore team and the King Black Bolt team. Control, counter control plays lasting a total of 51 minutes. Quite a spectacle.
My turn?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I kind of agree with you, Ross, but I just think he's a little bit, he's like maybe 2 turns behind on that imprisoned.
I think he's a turn by, and he should have bought it when he bought the katana. But he's done some damage, so. And Patrick's wasted his imprisoned on 1 black bolt, which is fine.
Yeah, see, now that I don't agree with as far as Patrick imprisoning the King Black Bolt, because there really wasn't any initial threat in that.
Now what Chris needs to do is buy the second imprisoned.
No.
And then Patrick's only got that
The
one.
third imprisoned?
Yeah. No, he just bought it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Patrick's already bought
I am not cool.
his second one.
No offense.
So I agree with you. He does need to buy the final
Well, that's
imprisoned.
if Chris had bought it, the katana, instead of the katana, bought the imprisoned, then he would be able to buy the second imprisoned when he bought his first, and so he would have had 2 compared to Patrick's 1.
Uh-huh.
Actually, no, not buying Yanti. Buying katana.
Okay.
And swing. Pass priority, I should say.
Okay. Pass back.
Attacking sidekick.
I'll block on my 2/3 Wonder Girl. You can have the ramp. Draw 2. Draw 2 more.
Man, what does Gnome Ranger do in this situation here?
It's to get rid of imprisoned.
Okay.
It
Is
releases
it
imprisoned.
when they affect
Your
it?
character dice.
Okay.
I'll buy a Gnome Ranger.
I remember there being some talk on the chat. Yeah, here he goes.
So the argument is whether you can use the Gnome Ranger to remove something like Green Devil Mask. That's where the question is.
I mean, imprison doesn't target, but it does affect, right?
Well, I don't see how it affects your characters unless it's the fourth character fielded. Then you have to reroll. Then it makes you reroll your characters, but until then, it doesn't do anything to your characters.
Oh no, I'm talking about Gnome Ranger versus imprisoned. What was
Oh,
that?
definitely worse against imprisoned because your characters are being caught by them.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
If only Nowhere were like Collector and you could Nowhere into my Bard.
Or if in prison came up, that'd be great too.
Yeah.
Chris is actually better off waiting for imprisoned.
Another katana.
I actually don't think him missing the imprisoned is the worst thing in the world.
It's really not, because then that means Gnome Ranger just has 0 effect.
No, you don't have a bolt.
Alright, I'm going to
And give Cassie +1 defense.
pass priority.
Oh, you're just gonna burn the generic. Don't want to even give him +1 defense, eh?
That's correct.
My turn.
A bold strategy, Cotton.
Anything?
No.
Alright, I will give Cassie +1 defense actually, and I'll swing with katana.
I will block with a sidekick.
Alright.
And technically, you couldn't have given her +1 defense because you passed priority. But doesn't matter. It was a nice bait, though. I see you wanted to ramp that katana.
I just didn't want you to block with Cassie and have her get KO'd for. Well, actually, Imprisoned's already on the side.
That's a pretty good little exchange there.
Draw 2.
You probably have Imprisoned coming out right now.
Things aren't looking too good for Chris right now. He's got a semi-empty board and rolling them
I
dice.
didn't capture like so many sidekicks that I can't do anything the rest of the time.
So what is up here? Is it go straight for the bard, or is it go for something like Oracle?
Constantine.
No, go for the bard. There's no sense in not going for the bard now. I think that was
goes for the Oracle.
I assume you're passing turn.
Oh, actually, can I take that back? Can I buy Misdirection instead of Constantine?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
That makes a bit more sense, I suppose. I don't know. I think Patrick's faffing about too much. Just go for the win. You're winning. What's the point?
Well, yeah, especially since they don't have a lot of time left. Let me. I'm gonna remind Chris of what the time is. How much time left? How much time left in the match, gentlemen?
5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of time to be messing about like this.
I'm going to buy katana.
Mhm.
Pass priority.
Well, I mean, he's still 1-0 up, right? So.
Patrick is, yeah, he's definitely taking a win out of this.
Attack with both katanas.
If it goes to the time.
3, 2, and 2. I will. Wait, why did I not roll this? Oh no, I resurrected. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
I will block the 2-1 with Cassie and take 3. Okay, my turn.
I think I would have let it through and then tried to, move to bigger attacks.
True 2.
His bag is
2 more.
upside down right now.
I think it matters too much. The blocking the 2-1's fine. I mean, what's Chris going to do with the 2 masks?
You have the bolt fixer, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, reroll. That's cool.
To note, Chris does have the Blink Transmutate global here for him, so eliminating the possibility of bouncing back attackers is still a good thing.
Yeah. I mean,
And
you
I'll
can.
pass to you.
But I just don't see
Oh, wait.
Chris rolling enough
Did I-
masks to
Oh, I
save
did
him.
not field the Gnome Ranger. Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I completely agree with that.
Get rid of my ring,
Oh.
because I have to get rid of the ring if it's the only action that's affecting my character.
Oh, I forgot about Gnome Ranger doing that. It has to have a target.
Yep.
That's kind of a double-edged sword, and it's good he brought that up. Well, speaking of all the masks in the world, Chris can play super defensive right here.
I mean, yeah, but Patrick can just turn off the blink with the...
Oh, the blink trans. Yep.
Unless Patrick also has
It's
blink.
in the
No,
bag, correct?
yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I mean, I don't see saving masks for blink as a viable strategy, really. But I don't really know what else Chris has, I suppose.
I think Chris is just more focused on pushing that damage so that whenever time does run out.
Yeah, I mean, I
Patrick's
think
got a
you
hard
attack
time.
here and you buy a Merlin, and then
Merlin.
Sure.
yeah, I think that's the right play. And then you push.
Okay.
I mean, I know he has Bard,
Go ahead.
so maybe you just wait. His Bard
I'm
pretty
attacking
scary.
with those two. So it's
I would have
Take
kept
out
the
the-
psychic at least.
Whatchamacallit?
Kept one blocker up for, you know, I might have even kept two blockers up.
Yeah, I might have kept two.
Sure. My turn.
Yes, sir.
I think Patrick has to roll two characters, so
I'll reroll all of it.
maybe the Oracle works by itself.
Oh, and here's the other thing, is that as long as Oracle, but I mean, we keep on forgetting it, Wonder Ring's out, so no matter how much Chris tries to blink transmutate, it's always going to get redirected.
Oh, that's true as well.
I'll just capture, what's her name?
Katana. All right.
Yeah, and then pass to you.
All right. So that is.
He needs one more character out for that to be lethal, am I right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 5x5.
Yeah, depending on what the stats on his characters are. I think that Cassie's only level 1. I think the Cassie was level 2 or 3.
Yeah, she's a 2, I believe she's a 2-3.
I think that's bottom level. 2-3, 3-3, 4-3. So yeah, if she was a higher level, then
So
it would be game.
building two sidekicks at level 1, of course, and then building that.
Yep.
Buying Yancy.
I mean, the good thing about this now is that Patrick's used his imprisons, so
Correct.
Alright,
now Chris can kind of
draw two.
set up and just play really defensive.
Bag.
How long that lasts?
Yeah,
I
Chris
don't
is
know.
Chris is doing double duty here by setting out all of his sidekicks, which to be honest with you, I would have done like 3 turns ago.
Reroll one more.
I would have started.
I don't know. I
rolling
think
up
Chris
in
actually
my
did a good job
draws.
because he kind of baited Patrick into
Sidekick.
using his imprisons up. Because Chris has still got his imprison coming, right? So Chris can just wait until his imprison comes around.
And that's true, and try to beef up a big attack.
Well, he has to get 13.
Buy Constantine. That's back. Your turn.
And it's totally doable with Merlin though.
So what Chris wants to do now is not get imprisoned.
I don't think that can't happen. Yeah, he only had that left. In
I
his
would
bag.
definitely not try and roll imprisoned.
Oh, come on.
Maybe you should. I don't know.
All right.
The Gnome Ranger's coming. I wouldn't imprisoned. I think that's a waste.
All right.
Oh,
Going to play imprisoned.
Yeah, you're right.
All of my things.
Then
I think Chris should wait until he had lethal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, I suppose.
Then I'm going to buy the Yancy.
yeah, but that no ranger's right there, so it's gonna cancel out.
I'm going to.
Yeah,
pass
but at least it
Barley,
forces Patrick in. Just don't attack.
And I'm going to end my turn.
Yeah.
At least you force Patrick to field the Gnome Ranger.
It's true. pressure too. So tough call. Audience, how do you think this is gonna play out? Well, let's see in the comments what's going on here. If you still think Shadow's a commanding lead, or if you think Chris has a fighting chance
Okay, one field
during these
ranger,
waning
right.
seconds of the match.
So it goes onto the side right here, right?
Goes to used. Yep. Field side kick.
I mean, you're right. It's
You got
not a
four
terrible
guys?
thing. His imprison goes back in, and he has a chance to draw it because he's got.
I know, but if he had not imprisoned, then Patrick would either have had the field gnome ranger get rid of ring, which meant that Chris could have held on to some masks and blinked,
and
or
they all have plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could hit you for 15. 15's not quite enough. I will bring in Constantine at level 1. 18 would be pretty good though, huh? But still not quite enough. So I will resurrect. That's unused still, and that's unused because I paid.
Yes, you are correct. Chris, you turn 0.
no, so Patrick's turn now.
Who is turn 0?
Who is turn 0?
Just do Patrick, your turn 0.
Patrick's turn 1? Or am
I'm
I...
finishing.
No, just do Patrick, your turn
Patrick's
0.
finishing his
Your
turn.
turn is 0. Go, Chris.
Yeah, so Chris turn 1.
Back.
So Chris is going to be turn 1?
5, right? So
Yep.
Come on in prison. Oh my god.
No, but it's still.
Did he actually get it?
Yeah, he did. Wow,
You
I
just
think
got to
can
roll it.
take
Oh,
everything.
here's the problem though. He's holding back Yanti. Yeah, he's got to hold back that Yanti.
Okay. In prison?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And I'm going to pay to get Yanti.
Uh-huh.
He's on 9 damage right now. Just wait until you have lethal. Res. Just res, Chris. Come on.
And I'm going to res.
Sure.
Apparently he is listening to us. We might need to see if his audio is not
Drop
turned up on us.
No, I mean he saved a shield. What else was he gonna do? Shield.
Drop three,
With a
come
shield.
back.
No, I was just merely joking. But I think you're right. He has enough. He's drawing a Merlin,
the
and he's got
Merlin.
that Yanti.
Yeah, the Merlin. and
So
the
Merlin
second
even on
Yanti.
his level 1 side.
Yes.
Should finish it out.
Resurrect, field sidekick. Your turn.
Yeah, he should be good here.
I need to start shaking on game for this.
Might have a shootout.
See results.
Oh no.
Well, he can use the
This is kinda
cube
bad.
to use. He can use the cube to do the tune ping to that sidekick to clear it out.
Oh, that's true.
That's still not enough though.
Yeah, he needed the Yanti to land on its higher face, of level 2 or 3, and he needed the cube in the sidekick, so doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it.
No.
That's frustrating.
I mean, technically he has one more turn, so he can still...
Alright. Field sidekick.
Yeah, I mean, I would still ping out the sidekick of Patrick's, force him to re-roll those characters.
It's just so much... There's so much risk in this because Gnome Ranger's coming up next turn, isn't it?
It's pretty close. No, I don't. Well, I mean, there's not a guarantee. Patrick still has at least one in his bag, I think. I think he has another psychic in his bag. So he has
I
a.
can't see what all Chris has captured. I know he's captured one sidekick more.
I think if Chris just holds pat though,
All right.
even if Patrick gets his stuff
I
back,
don't have any handy
it's not
dandy-
necessarily
it
a
could be-
guarantee of game.
I have one global.
Because this is Patrick's last turn coming up, right? He's turn 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so then all Chris literally has to do is just hold out. He can hold out, and he's got him.
I can't attack tonight.
Well, I don't think Chris has another action
Sounds good.
in his bag.
Too late, anyways. All right, pass priority.
Chris, I think, was better off
One,
buying a cosmic
Fill the
cube.
bag. Draw
Damaging the sidekick.
No ranger.
Well, I definitely think he should have killed the sidekick. Yeah, almost 100%. He should have killed the sidekick.
Oh my god.
That's probably gonna be enough for you.
Reroll these 2. I will field the sidekick.
Alright.
I will put 2 and field Gnome Ranger, breaking into prison.
That should be enough.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. That he has.
He needs at least 5 to go through. He actually just needs enough to get him past 13.
Alright, how many guys you got?
I've got 6.
Patrick's fingers are in the way, so I can't tell.
Block my 6 biggest guys. Which one? These.
All he really needs to do is attack with at least 4 guys here to deal 13 plus damage.
Should be taking
Yeah, he's got
4
4 guys through.
At 1, 2,
Yeah, it's enough.
5. At plus 5 each. 4 at plus 5 is minimum 20.
Yeah.
Pass priority.
Should have killed that sidekick with the cube. Would have made a difference. It would have saved him.
Good game, sir. That was super close.
Yeah, I
really
mean,
needed that. If I had that Yanti come up,
I'm gonna tell him just to annoy him.
You're one.
Chris, why do you not use that
Level
cube and
2,
ping out his sidekick?
Oh, she's on level 3. Because I was at 14, and he had 11 on the field, and Yanti at most.
Yeah, but
After you attack, when blockers are declared, you can play cube and attune me, and that's how you got to it.
Yeah.
Chris.
Again. Oh, no, I guess 11 plus 3. Yeah, so maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it would have been just enough. But yeah. Oof. That's a close one.
That's the first
Almost,
time.
Great.
That's the
almost
first,
had to go to sudden death.
Yeah. That's the first time I've done so well against Bard in prison.
great games, guys.
Thanks. Yeah, it's because this Bard in prison sells out some of the control that it has by ramping fast and
Yeah.
reliably to effing with your combo.
Yeah.
And you saw how I turned off Resurrection right when you needed to use it to clear.
Yeah.
You still went into nowhere on the right turn, but like you didn't have 5 energy for
Yeah.
one. So the very least that's usually the combo.
I think after that, I just had to swing to keep him from capturing so many things.
What do you mean?
Like when you purchased the 2 in prison, I had to keep swinging until both of them were played.
Yeah, I mean that was definitely good because it put you ahead on life, right? Which
Yeah.
could have forced sudden death, right?
Yeah.
Which is kind of what you were hoping for.
Yeah.
Your other team is also a direct damage team, yeah.
Yeah.
And my
Well,
Bard
it's,
team is not a direct damage team, so you win on the sudden death turn games.
Ugh. Yeah, that's what I was trying for. It's just I knew it was gonna be really rough, especially like when you got that ranger to come out. Oh, that was frustrating.
That's why he's on the team. Like I put him in.
Ben, do you care to get set up?
What's that?
I was talking to Ben. If he's ready to set
yeah,
up.
you guys are gonna play next. All right, I'm gonna go walk around a little bit.
Great job, Shadow.
Thanks. Oh, it was tough. That Manticore game was just so long and so like.
Frustrating.
Well, I mean that's kind of why I put it on the team, right? Because even if I beat you with it, you at least get to play for a long time.
Yeah. And I mean, I I could have had 16 damage on that one turn, but I miscalculated.
That wouldn't have been lethal though, right?
No, but it would. I think the game would have gone a little bit different because you would have changed things up a little bit.
Yeah. But then me deciding to field the second streak and just leave her out there to make your life totally difficult, I think was what solidified my control.
I was more worried about your zombie mags because he really just kept me from doing.
He didn't keep you from doing anything, Chris.
Yeah.
He stopped you from doing 0 things.
He kept me from doing my Yanti thing and kept me from blanking.
Okay.
That's 2 main
he
things on my
didn't stop-
team.
He didn't stop you from
Hey,
pinging
Chris,
off
do you
my
want to
streak.
go ahead and pause the stream?
Oh, yeah.